Whiteout conditions throughout the Great Plains sure made travel difficult, but we're still expecting a full house at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. And off we go from Denver. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now with Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
It's the first catch of the game for Kopp, and he's got a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Broncos at 2-11 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where they're open.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's May. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make. Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Here's 3rd down at 4. Throwing here is May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in. Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make? And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it. Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A toss left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Back to Mixon on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll throw with May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Mixon on the toss right. And some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, it's Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, It makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Wright's got it. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw. May. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
To the air, May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamison Williams, 31 yards. And the Colts have retaken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, They've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offensive getting so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalton Kincaid, 26 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
From the gun, it's May. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a 1st down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts. Dalton Kincaid, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard.
Play action. Now Purdy. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, the Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play? And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's a give to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
They go play action here. Purdy. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throw left side complete. That's right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the shotgun, May with it. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Okay, ready? Go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the shotgun, it's May. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise.
And now here is another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jamison Williams laying himself out in the end zone. And the Colts are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Go.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Play action. May. Complete to right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Noah Gray, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. Purdy looking to throw.
He's going to take another shot here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's right. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set. Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. For these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. John Franklin Myers drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with May. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Broncos 10.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here's another interception. He's on his way. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. May going to bat this one forward. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Broncos 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
19 tight.
To throw, it's May. Williams brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Indianapolis, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.